Hello, my name is Hilary Rock-Gormley and I'm a lecturer with the Cruise Lecturers Association. I'm married to Paul Gormley, also a lecturer, and although we lecture on different topics, we sometimes work together and sometimes separately. Since I was quite small, I've been fascinated by the stories, both history and myth, of the ancient world. I read these avidly as a child and was fortunate enough to be able to develop these interests further in my adult life. I lecture on several of these topics. In the great Greek philosophers, I give an overview of the works and thinking of Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. The names of these three philosophers are still well known today, and although they lived prior to the Christian era, many of the ideas they developed are still current in the world today. These ideas form the foundation of much that has been incorporated into modern philosophical and religious teaching. From an earlier period, I lecture on the stories surrounding Troy. This is based mainly on the Iliad and the Odyssey attributed to Homer, but also with a look at what we know from other sources and the history and geography of the whole area, together with various peoples who inhabited the region. Greece is also known for the development of democracy, a tradition which we claim as being the foundation of our own democratic systems today. In the first democracy, I take a look at the history and development of systems of government in ancient Greece and the type of democracy which they developed, together with its strengths and weaknesses. To move away from ancient Greece, one of my lectures gives an overview of the pharaohs of ancient Egypt. This stretches from the time of Narmer, who helped to unite Upper and Lower Egypt into one country before 3000 BC, to the time of the last pharaoh, Cleopatra VII, who lost both her country and her life with the advent of Roman rule in 30 BC. And of course, there were many other interesting civilizations in this period. In From Cave to Community, I give an overview of the history and development of mankind, from the early hunter-gatherers to the development of early societies, such as those of Mesopotamia, the Yellow River, the Indus Valley, and of course Egypt. Of course, there are many ways that these lectures overlap with each other, and the subjects covered can be adapted to cover different topics, which might be relevant to different destinations on a cruise. More recently, my studies have taken a more slightly modern direction, as I have researched the early development of Christianity. In the development of Christianity in Britain, I take a look at the Christian faith and how it was introduced and flourished in the British Isles. This came from different directions, and there were serious clashes between the Roman and the Celtic interpretations of the Christian message. Not at all a period of brotherly love. I also cover the period of the Inquisition. Although this is often thought of as being the Spanish Inquisition, in fact it was developed as a response by the Roman Church to challenges to the party line from several different groups. Ferdinand and Isabella of Spain did indeed adopt it as a tool to repress other religions and possible rebellion, as they reconquered the country from the Moors. In particular, the Jews were the target of this repression, and even those who had converted to Christianity were not exempt. Thank you very much for your time and attention.